You are listening to WXOJ-LP 103.3 FM Northampton, Valley Free Radio. This is Screaming for Change. All right, you are listening to Screaming for Change. I'm John, your host. This is Valley Free Radio. I have another guest today. So my guest today is someone who I met when we were 20 years old, 20 years ago. It felt really weird typing that. By that point, he had already been in the local Westfield, Massachusetts hardcore band Dragnet, who had released a demo, a 7-inch, and an LP, and done a bunch of tours around the U.S., including touring with Modern Life is War. He also played in a band with his older brother Chris called Fast Times and Junior High Logic, who the internet tells me played shows with bands like The Oath, Total Fury, Jerome's Dream, Think I Care, and Limp Wrist. All of this happened before we met, so I think we'll chat on that a little bit today. He's a fellow Edgeman, and he and I have played in two bands together, Helping Hand and Gift Horse. I also released his other bands, Sobriety High and Garbage Time, on my label, Galambus Records. He's from Westfield, which is a place some people call the best field, but I'm not so sure. I'd like to welcome to the show my friend Timmy SCHWABER. How are you, Timmy, and how's your edge?
Hi, John. Thanks for having me. The edge is good. Better than it's ever been. Going strong.
Wow. I guess maybe it gets easier as we get older.
It's true, yeah.
All right. So I got 4 quick questions for you. So first off, it's been a common thread where a lot of people have found out I'm doing the show, and they tell me about all these different various hardcore radio shows that they listened to growing up. Makes me a little sad knowing that many or most of those shows aren't archived anywhere, just kind of lost to the sands of time. All that remains are memories, I suppose. You told me there was a hardcore radio show out here that you listened to when you were growing up. So what was that show, and what do you remember about it?
Yeah, I don't know like the name of it or anything, but it was on Westfield State College radio, and Theo was the host. I think there was another host too, but I remember Theo. And yeah, it just introduced me to like lots and lots of bands that ended up being like formative hardcore bands for me that I still love to this day. Some of which we're gonna play a little bit later.
Tight. Do you know what years the show was? I feel like I probably should have looked into this before we did this episode, but do you know when it was on the air roughly?
Probably would have been like 1996 or 97.
Okay. Just for like that, was it like a short span that you were listening to it, or?
Yeah, it was like probably 1 year that I listened. I probably listened to like maybe like 6 episodes of it, but I remember like recording it on cassette tapes and like re-listening to it over and over again.
Yeah.
Just because back then there wasn't the internet really, and like that was just like the only place I ever heard those songs.
And then you would just listen to like the same song over and over again, but you would like have caught it halfway through, so you would know like the second half of a song really, really well, but have no idea how it started.
Yeah, it's great.
Good old cassette tapes. All right, second question. I feel like looking at my guest lists coming up, I have like this strong run where like almost every single person who I've scheduled is straight edge, which is crazy because in my mind nobody's straight edge except me. But I've got a good run. So question is, as an adult, all right, is being straight edge more of an advantage or a disadvantage in your life? What do you think?
Great question, John. Probably an advantage. I mean, I've never really looked at it as a disadvantage. I guess there like times as a younger person where it's like kind of lonely and alienating. But yeah, I don't feel any of that anymore. So I guess it's straight positive now.
Yeah, I think about like that. Is that the Ideas Are Poisonous comp?
Yeah,
is that the ebullition thing that had
I used
like
to have that poster?
Yeah, it has like the essay in it.
Yeah,
that was sick.
Some ideas are poisonous.
I looked at the track listing of that like recently, and I was like, this isn't actually a very good comp.
I think there was like 2 songs that I liked on it. Yeah.
And there were a few bands on it that I was like, this was a straight edge band? That's crazy.
Yeah, it's real weird.
Okay. All right. So third question. So I have a Fast Times in Junior High Logic button that I assume I got from you. I was going to bring it, but I totally forgot.
You probably got it from Darlene, actually.
Okay. So maybe I got it from Darlene, my wife. I have some MP3s, and I've tried to search up some stuff on this. First, I was like, is there like a Bandcamp? Does this exist? And there were a bunch of shows that I said in the intro. Like, you guys played with a bunch of bands that are pretty big in hindsight and kind of legendary. So, like, and also, that band is so weird. Like, the weirdest sounding band. Like, how did that start? And do you remember, like, what you guys were trying to do?
Yeah, so that band was really weird. My brother at the time was like real into like San Diego, like the Locusts, Swing Kids, stuff like that, Crimson Curse, Charles Bronson, all that kind of stuff, like weirdo hardcore. And then, so like he asked me to play, he asked like this other kid to play. We had like a huge age range in the band, which was weird too. Like our drummer was 14 and our singer was 25, I want to say.
Wait, how old were you?
I would have been 16 or 17.
So it was pre-Dragnet?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Fast Time started before Dragnet. And I remember being excited because the singer was this dude Dan who sang for Catch 13, which was like a Western Mass like metalcore band. Little did I know that he was not at all into that kind of music anymore, and pretty much exclusively listened to like Belle and Sebastian and like weird, like really soft music. So like he came to the band with like the strangest singing voice that's ever existed. Yeah, weird. I don't know where we're going for. We had keyboards. We were just trying to be San Diego, I think.
The Locust was really the only one that I thought of. I was like, I mean, it must be the Locust, because anything else, yeah. Maybe I can try to post something about it on the Instagram or something.
We had maybe a GeoCities page.
Nice.
Yeah.
Classic. All right, last one. So, Dragnet, Win, Timmy, Dustin, Al, rest in peace, Al. It's crazy to think about how young you guys were. when you were doing all this stuff. I've heard a lot of stories from you and Win over the years. The Chicago Fest, I think, was the one. Was that the one you guys had to make like the packet for your parents?
Yeah.
Okay.
We didn't play. We just drove to Chicago to go to a show when we were like sophomores in high school.
That's awesome. I was thinking for some reason you guys played that. And then the other thing, Modern Life is War. I know you guys did backups on that Dead Ramones song. Is that correct?
Yeah. All of Witness. Yeah.
Okay. And you guys toured together kind of very early on for Modern Life is War. Like, how did that happen? And can you like tell us anything about that connection with that band or that tour or like how any of that happened?
Yeah. So we met Modern Life is War on our first U.S. tour. Like straight out of high school. We just played at their house at the famous address, First and Ellen. It's just like a garage full of mattresses. So we met them playing there at their house and just formed a pretty strong friendship with them. They actually ended up playing Al's garage that same summer when they came back through Massachusetts, and Dustin got them like hooked up with like the best show in the world somehow. Like they opened for like HopeCon and Converge and stuff. I was like, why don't you get us these shows? That's suspicious. So yeah, we just became friends with them and stayed in touch. And every time they would tour through, we would kind of meet up with them and hang out. The Modern Life is War tour was the second Dragnet full U.S. tour, which I actually wasn't on. Because, girlfriends are more important than bands.
Who played bass on that tour?
That tour, Josie from 315 played bass.
Oh, okay.
It just was like pretty, like kind of like an instant friendship with all those guys, kindred spirits.
And was that, so when you guys did that first tour, so it was like they were like supporting you guys, like, or was it like a co-headline type thing, or it was just like a DIY tour, so that kind of language doesn't matter?
So our second tour, when Dragnet toured with them, so Dragnet was supporting them.
Okay.
I believe My Love, My Way had just come out. So they were like kind of on the upswing, getting like a lot bigger. So Dragnet kind of just like tagged along for those shows. A lot of times it would be like an opening band, Dragnet, and then some other band, and then Modern Life is War. So not even necessarily direct support.
Yeah, it's crazy because I remember there was sort of that later, maybe what's their bad record? When Midnight in America came out.
The record rocks.
And it grew on me over time, but I remember when it came out, I was super bummed. They played Mercy House, I think, and they were like one of the biggest bands in hardcore at that point and had been for a long time. And I just remember being like, you guys were all hanging out with them and I was like, how do they know Modern Life is War? That's crazy. I was a huge nerd.
Yeah.
Okay. So that is tight. Anything else about Dragnet you want to throw in here? I know that were you responsible for getting that onto streaming? Because I know that just kind of popped up in the last like 6 months or something. The LP's on all the streaming stuff now.
So I had wanted to for a while, but actually Cheryl Barnes was the one that like really spearheaded it. So props to her. Thank you so much.
Cool. Thanks, Cheryl, for sending that out to the masses. All right, so we're not just going to talk the whole hour, I swear. So music, today's theme. So I reached out to Timmy and I was like, what are we going to do? Like there's so many different little buckets and categories that we could choose for these episodes, and I do it every week, usually by myself. And Timmy went with 90s. So even though we're the same age, I think Timmy started going to shows a lot earlier than me because I feel like I was maybe just starting to listen to hardcore in like 99. And I think you were saying you were already listening to stuff in like 96. So in hardcore years, that's like a millennium. So we got some good 90s picks here. We each picked 10 songs and then did the little countdown. I was like, all right, we're going to text in 3 seconds. You ready? And we sent the... We sent the screenshot, and then there was some overlap. A lot of the stuff that he picked that wasn't on my list, I only didn't pick because I had already played it on earlier episodes. But the one overlap song was the song we kicked things off with, was Earth Crisis All Out War from the 7-inch of the same name that came out in 1992. I know for me that was an early 7-inch. Did you own this on, did you have the 7-inch?
I had the CD version of it, yeah.
Just 4-song CD?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Sick.
Very sick. So neither of us chose Stand By, where they really took a strong stance standing up for the fetus.
Didn't age well.
Did not age well. So we're moving forward. It's going to be a song from me, a song from Timmy, and then we'll kind of chat on some of them. We're going to start with a band, one of the first hardcore bands that I really got into from the first record of theirs that I got into. This is the song Heroin Fingers by Disembodied.
Significance, martyrdom. The sweet taste of your fresh victim's veins coursing through.
All right, so you just heard War by Other Means by Trial. That was Timmy's pick. And before that, like I said before, you heard Heroin Fingers by Disembodied. You want to talk Trial first?
I mean, sure. Trial rules. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like a lot of my picks on this list, I feel like are like, not obscure, but like a little bit underrated hardcore bands from the 90s, especially my next pick. But like, Trial's awesome. Huge influence on the Sobriety High songs that I wrote.
Dude, I think that's fair. Trial doesn't get the love, though I feel like people don't agree with me on this, but I feel like that band Magnitude is just like the only band that I heard and I was like, oh, the vocals kind of sound like Trial. Because I think that's what's unique about Trial is that no other band like has that same vocal and it makes it stand out from the other stuff. I was saying on the break there, this always just makes me think of the Edge of Quarrel. I don't know how many, it was on VHS. I don't know how many copies there were. Either Ryan or somebody growing up, like when I was in high school, had a copy of it and we watched it. And to my memory, it's at least like 7 hours long. And there's a scene where like the punks go to this party and they like cut poop into the ice cream in the freezer, it's like the kids are throwing a party at their parents' house or whatever, and then they like put poop inside the toothpaste tube, and that's like one of the main things I remember about the movie because it was so disgusting.
It's a classic move.
And they pretend to break like classic hardcore records.
How would you get poop into a toothpaste tube?
Like I think they were using like a toothpick or something, or like kind of like reverse suctioning it and pull it. It was awful. But the movie was super long. It was like this kid who was like a hardcore kid, but also was a punk, and like he went to college, and when he came back, all the punks and hardcore kids were in like this war against each other. But it's
like East Side Story, basically, right? West Side Story.
West Side Story, I think. It's okay to have it's okay to be East centric, dog. But yeah, so it's the Murder City Devils and Botch and Trial are the three bands, and I'm pretty sure like the entire cast is just people from those bands and some other people from the Pacific Northwest. Disembodied is one of the heaviest bands ever. Full stop. And that song is ridiculous, and I got into this in the weirdest way possible. So shout out, if you hear this, it's hilarious to me, but my friend Tommy Ramaki, who I think lives in Hawaii now, was my neighbor in New Hampshire growing up. He was like my childhood close friend. And he went on to get wicked into hardcore like a little bit before me because he was a couple years older than me. And I think he went on to he played in Since the Flood for a little while, I think, and did like a tour with Madball in Europe. He has like a tattoo from the tour and stuff.
Sick.
But he burned me a bunch of CDs, and one of them was this Disembodied, If God Only Knew All the Rest Were Dead, and Saves the Day Can't Slow Down on the same CDR. So almost every time I've ever listened to this record, I've also listened to Saves the Day right after. So if that says anything about my brain, wild combo. Timmy, what's our next song?
Our next song is Defiance by One King Down.
Let's go.
Uncovered, freezing in the depths of our mind, so alone, exposed, unbroken against this wind and sun. Defying! Nothing will change. Innocent children remain as slaves. The truth denied. And their lies. Find me alive! Uncovered, freezing. Depths of your mind, so alone, exposed, unbroken against this wind and sun. Defying! Nothing will change. Innocent children are slaves. The truth denied. And their lies. Burn me alive!
It feels uncomfortable. Well, he is the Pope.
Well, now, you don't need to have respect for him because he pretends that he's holy. Now, that's a good point. 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 Now, that's a good point.
I question the senses language, organized identity, in honor and fear, ask for mercy, so we worship, he lies on a deal, stop moving to, let's all it down. I question the senses language, organized identity, in honor and fear, ask for mercy, so we worship, he lies on a deal. Stockholm syndrome, head down, let down. Promise me salvation. Promise me salvation. Promise me deliverance. Promise me deliverance. Promise me salvation. Promise me salvation. Promise me deliverance. Promise me deliverance. Who should I fall for? Who should I fall to? Who should I cry for? Who will do it fair? For those I love, I will sacrifice. Not for those I never say. For those I love, I will sacrifice. Not for those I never say. For those I love, I will sacrifice. Not for those I never say. For those I love, I will sacrifice. Not for those I never say.
All right, so you just heard Hallowed Be Thy Name by Indecision, and like Timmy said, we heard Defiance by One King Down. One King Down was an Albany band?
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah, so for me, the first time I heard One King Down, I had my sort of original mixtape that when I was in high school, my girlfriend made me, and it was called the John Compilation. And fun fact, I learned the word compilation. I did not know that word before this mixtape. But yeah, now I guess I feel like One King Down is this heavy 90s band. But at the time, this song with like a very young ear, I thought it was just kind of like a punk band because a lot of the tape was punk bands. You know, it was like this and like Anti-Product and Op Ivy and 30 Seconds Over Tokyo. So I thought that this band fit into that mold. When did you ever see this band?
I saw them twice, yeah. I saw them once at Pearl Street, upstairs in the big room. It was sick. And then I saw them once at Gabby's, actually, in Westfield. It was awesome.
They played the big room. Who was headlining that show?
I think they did, yeah.
They headlined the big room. Wow. I saw
So
less
that would
than
have
Jake
been,
there.
Yeah. Pearl Street probably would have been like 2 years before the Gabby's show.
Okay.
Something like that.
I never went to Gabby's.
Gabby's was cool and very weird.
Did they? When did that close before I moved to Western Mass? Or there might have been a little overlap.
Yeah.
It did close.
That was Tommy D's? Is that what that changed to?
It's like right by the Cumberland Farms if you're driving to Westfield from Holyoke, like on North Street, like on 10 and North Street.
It's like right downtown. It's near like where performance music was and stuff.
Oh, okay. I'm mixing it up with
It's
another.
across from that church.
Isn't it like Tully Miko Sullivan's now or
yeah.
something?
Yeah.
That's not actually what it's called, but it's something super Irish.
Yeah, generic Irish pub.
Yeah. So the other track was by New York's Indecision. This was the only song by Indecision that I knew for a very long time. I know that the original singer has that very popular hardcore podcast, Axe to Grind, so I feel like I've revisited a lot of it. I like this band. This is cool. We're going to move on.
Both singers sang for that other band too, right?
There's another band? There's Most Precious Blood.
Yeah, Most Precious
Indecision.
Blood. Both the singer of One King Down and the singer of Indecision sang for.
Oh, yeah. You're right.
Weird.
That is weird.
We didn't even do that on purpose.
Look at that link up. So we're gonna move to another band that could be on the heaviest bands ever. At least the singer's a Western Mass guy, I think. Is everybody in that band from Western Mass,
I
or
have
they're
no idea.
DC?
No, they're a DC band. But
Okay.
That dude worked at Hot Topic at the Holyoke Mall for a long time.
Yeah, I remember that. All right, so this is Damnation AD. No More Dreams. This song rules. You should play it loud.
nation. I won't be part of all the senseless hatred and violence. And I can bear witness to no more. This is my proclamation. 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 I am not a victim. My path has not been chosen. I vow to make a difference. This is my obligation. No one has a right to destroy or victimize. Hate and intolerance can only bring demise. Mankind was strive for coexistence. We are born hated with open futures. I must burn myself on my father's land. All I want is hatred and intolerance no more. This is my proclamation. This is my proclamation. This is my proclamation. This is my proclamation. Unity is the power cloud. Tells out conflict. False illusions of duality must be realized. No change in life. It's so simple to grow. In unfinished friends who crack at the force. It's now where we are. We must strive for coexistence. We are born hated with open futures. I must burn myself on my father's land. All I want is hatred and intolerance no more. No more!
I've got my mind, and it's such a man. Need no religion to prove I exist. Only black for my blood to run my back. Not no fictitious male being. Not no sexist book of lies. Not no fictitious male being. Not no sexist book of lies. Never did it but make me strong. Hold on my blood. Never turned to such a fucking lie. I'll never be that way. I'll never be that way. I'll never be that way. Never. I won't fall. 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 I won't fall.
America is great because America is good. And if America ever ceases to be good, America will cease to be great.
All right, so you just heard the song Anchor from Chokehold. Chokehold was one of the bands that both Timmy and I had picks from. You then heard before that Proclamation by Piecemeal, and before that you heard Through and Through by Strife. So, anything to say about any of those bands, Timmy?
That song by Chokehold is actually one of the songs that Theo at Westfield State played that got me into hardcore and really got me into Chokehold. So full circle.
Look at you bringing the episode full circle. That's unreal, man. I chose that Piecemeal song. That was another Burn CD from Tommy Ramaki. So shout out to my boy. What else do we have on that one? Strife. I don't really have a whole lot to say about Strife. You have anything to say about Strife?
Strife t-shirts were readily available at Hot Topic in the 90s, and everyone had one. And I used to call everybody a poser because nobody actually listened to them.
Awesome. So the last track is going to be Coup d'etat by Refused. I was just saying, I've never listened to anything by Refused aside from The Shape of Punk to Come, which I feel like is a problem. I also didn't listen to this song before Timmy put it on the playlist, so I'm looking forward to checking this out. This will be our last song for tonight. So this has been Screaming for Change on Valley Free Radio. Timmy, thank you very much for joining me today.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah. And make sure you follow me on Instagram, Screaming for Change Radio. Send me some nice, loving messages. And it's Monday, so I hope that everybody has an awesome week. This is Refused.